and the police talked about not doing overtime over the Labor Day holiday weekend, the police cannot stop the killings on regular time. And remember what I told you, it's not a criticism, I'm just telling the truth. It's time for everybody in the community to get on board, not just with violence interrupters, we all work together. That's why everybody's standing in unity today. We all must work together to reduce violence. So far in Chicago, my violence interrupters, I have a smaller staff in Chicago now, but my staff, we've mediated 25 conflicts.
Here from New York to support the work of the brothers and sisters with boots on the ground in Chicago, and to urge America that our children's lives are too valuable for us to stand by and watch them get slaughtered day in and day out, from the streets of Mississippi to New Orleans to California to New York to right here, where there's over 80 killings in Chicago for just this month. So that if our hearts and compassion can't go out to this community, not only to the people who are affected by the disease called violence, which is those shooters that Tio spoke about, but to the entire city of Chicago. So the resources must be put on the ground.
It's the community peace surge. It's going to be going on all Labor Day weekend, all across the city. We've identified the 10 most crime-challenged communities. We'll be having free barbecues, free haircuts for kids, school supplies giveaways, free shows. We're going to be cleaning the communities, planting gardens. We're asking everybody to get involved. We partner with dozens of organizations and hundreds of individuals all across the city, and we're looking to add to that list as we speak. We're going to be doing a lot of great work, so thank you for your time and letting me tell you about it, and thank you for taking one of the cards.
And what's your name?
My name is Herb Howard. I am one of the project managers for the Community Peace Surge.
Gotcha. All right, thank you, brother.
Thank you.
I'm Sheikh Rashid from Al Hafiz Community Center. We're out here just to support the community, whatever they're doing. But one of the things that, most important thing is that I have 5 fingers. And each of those fingers are nothing without the fist. So when we bring out 5 fingers together to make a fist, that's the community standing up against oppression, slaughter, injustice. And until we have that, we're not going to have anything. When we're divided, we conquer. You know, we need all the entertainers, we need all the athletes, we need the politicians, we need black people, white people, brown people, yellow people, Jews, Christians, Muslims, atheists, Buddhists. It has to be a community effort.
I've almost fallen dead because our children are our youth, our young men and women, our families in areas that should be vibrant, that was once vibrant, that can be vibrant again. The resources are drained out and they're forced they're forced with their backs against the wall. And I don't think that it's fair, and it's not a fair chance for anybody to live that way. And it's so wonderful that we have partnerships and we have relationships that there's nothing politics, there's nothing color, there's nothing of faith that can tear us apart, that we are going to collaborate to turn this thing around.
We had an 80% reduction in homicides in B313 back then.
Well, I want to know the story here. I mean, I've been working here. I want to know, I mean, there was this truce that had been brokered.
Right.
And
well,
then it broke, truce. And what happened?
Well, no, what happened with truce is, see, you don't necessarily have gang warfare in Chicago.
Yeah.
You have a lot of interpersonal violence. So, see, the reason why you have to make sure you have the right people at the table when you talk about formulating truce. You may think you have everybody, but you might not. That's the reason why truces get broken sometimes. Because you got old vendettas, you got incidents that conflicts that just arise spur of the moment. And so people are not thinking about truce in the head, they're thinking about defending themselves or offending on somebody else. So it's not like they're going to say, we got to truce, and if the guy get into it, they're going to do what they do. Yeah. So you got to make sure you have all players at the table when you try to broker truces or establish peace treaties. If African American people would unify, see, we're not outnumbered, we're out organized.
President of the Tree of Life, Justice League of Illinois, police accountability advocate, spokesman for victim family, Betty Jones, Pierre Lowry, and a host of others. What we have here is a national emergency. We have a national emergency. How did we get to the point where property and things, when there's floods, when there's fires, somehow the country can galvanize to come to the age of things? We need a reverence for black lives and a sanctity and an understanding and a respect for our lives that are being lost. I can tell you one thing, is that we are disappointed that the president has not put Chicago on the front page with the carnage we're having.